We are only just beginning to understand the catastrophic impact that plastic has had and is having on land and in our oceans. This is something that has come to our awareness in my lifetime, and yet we still don't have all of the answers. We need a huge investment in new science to understand precisely what that impact is. We know that microplastics are getting into microorganisms in the ocean and that they pass through the food chain until they get to the fish that we eat. But you won't find any information about the impact on us humans at this point. It's critical that we invest more to understand more about this, but at the same time, it's pretty clear that it's not going to be good news. So simultaneously, we have to do everything we can as quickly as possible to reduce the impact of plastics on the environment.
Can I ask one question? What do you think has been the government's response been like in terms of these deadlines?
I think it's safe to say that over my time of political awareness, so let's say the last 30 years, 35 years, government's reaction to plastic and dealing with the plastic waste issue has been poor. There hasn't been sufficient investment, both in the infrastructure to deal with it, the education to make sure that everyone understands how potentially dangerous this substance is once it escapes, and now, more critically than ever, implementing new technologies, new ideas. It's the urgency that's been missing from everything. But now we have an opportunity. Plastic is in the news. We have a government that has to be concerned about this because environmental awareness generally has grown. So we must put pressure on them to act properly and act quickly. And from my point of view, that means implementing a portfolio of measures to deal with the plastic problem. Now we have the mantra of reduce, reuse and recycle. But plastic will escape, and that's where oxy-biodegradable plastic has to play a really important role. And it's something that can be done now. We've got the technology, we don't need to develop it. We're not talking about a solution in 2020, 2025, 2040, 2060. We're talking about a solution that's available tomorrow, today.
Well, my final question, how impressed are you by this technology from Symphony?
I'm tremendously excited by this D2W Symphony product. I mean, it's a solution which is here on the table. We can implement it now, and it will help solve the plastic crisis. I like new science, I like new technologies, I like the application of those things, but I like it when it's done immediately, not put off until tomorrow, because as my mother always said, tomorrow never comes.